Hey guys, it's me Hector, back with another podcast. I hope everyone who's listening's day is going well, and if not, I hope somehow this can make your day go a little better. Um, well, a little disclaimer, I'm in my room with my dogs, and there could be a little shaking or scratching. I'm really sorry for that. But other than that, I kind of want to jump straight into it, and this is my podcast on the subject of rap lyrics. This whole project was inspired by the fact that I'm a huge listener of rap. Rap is my favorite genre of music. I pretty much love everything about it. I've even tried writing my own lyrics before, and I've even tried freestyling with my friends a couple times. I'm terrible at both. I don't have much of a flow. I don't know if it's because I never read much as a child or whatever the case may be, but I just can't get any of my words out. So in all, I just really suck at creating my own lyrics, like off the top of my head or even on a piece of paper. This is what brought me to my original question: how do rappers get inspiration to create their music? Because I thought this question would help me with making my own lyrics or other rappers who have trouble with creating their own lyrics like me. So this led me to conduct some research, which I thought I was going to use for this research essay, but later on I would find out that I wasn't. So what I found was three sources that helped me answer this question really well for specific rappers. The first source was an article called The New Pioneers. Excuse me. This article explained how Chance the Rapper, a well-known rapper with 3 Grammys to his name, got his inspiration to create his songs. He uses his life experiences of living a hard life as a child filled with the influences of drugs and violence along with a mix of religion in his music. So his music is based off of the experiences in life and anything that meant something to him. The next source was another article titled "The Trials of Kendrick Lamar." This time the article was about Kendrick Lamar, obviously, another well-known rapper, arguably one of the best rappers, and honestly, he's my favorite rapper. This article also explains how Kendrick Lamar got his inspiration to rap and create his music. He lived a very hard life growing up. It was filled with gang violence, abuse, murder, poverty, drug abuse, and many other things. Kendrick writes his songs very emotionally because of these things that he went through. His songs are basically his life story. If you were to listen to all of them, you'd know a lot about his life. He tells all the good, the bad, and in between about his life. Well, all the things that he can say without getting in trouble. And finally, my last source was another article, but this one was about Kanye West, and it did take a little different route, but it still explained his inspiration, so that was good. And he got his from society, basically different controversial societal things that he would rap about instead of things that he experienced in his own life, but they did have effect on him, so that's why he wrote about them. So in all the articles basically just gave notice to what inspired these rappers, and they were basically all things that came from their own life experiences or things going on in the world. Then I came to realize that those articles answered my question well of how rappers got their inspiration. It answered it easily, and I was pretty sure that inspiration wasn't the only thing holding me back from actually creating some good rap lyrics. What I noticed was within all these articles, they had a major gap. None of them talked about how the rappers actually created their lyrics. They only talked about their inspiration. Not once in any of the articles did the authors write about the format of the rapper's lyrics or the rhyme scheme, or even the word choice or anything to that sort. This seemed like something they should have discussed because actually creating lyrics for a rap is a whole other problem, and these articles failed to mention this problem. So I changed my question to be a little more specific to what I was curious about. I changed it to what is the writing process rappers use to create rap lyrics? This is where lots of rappers struggle, and what can be the reason a rapper is successful or unsuccessful. I thought there was probably a certain way to write raps that I just didn't know how to do it. So I decided to figure it out. What I did was conducted my own experiment. I used this guy named Victor who goes to my school and he's a rapper himself. I thought he would be perfect to use to find my answer to my new question because he creates his own music, he writes his own lyrics, and obviously has more experience than a lot of other people I knew. I wanted to do an experiment to see what his writing process was compared to another person which I used was Daniel. He's one of my friends, but he really heavily listens to rap music and he really likes it just like me. Um, what I did was ask both of them to sit down on separate occasions with me for 10 to 20 minutes, asking them to take out a piece of paper and pencil and write a rap or a little rap verse for 10 minutes and to see how their processes went. I would be there to see it firsthand. So they took, how it went down, should I say, is they took out the paper, I told them the topic, which was society, and they both started writing. As they were writing, I took notice to things that they were doing, ways they would write, rhymes they would use, different things to see the actual process both of them would use so I can later compare them. What I noticed was Victor was taking his time. He didn't jump straight into it. He thought a little before he started writing. He was slowly writing. He chose his words carefully and was very precautious. While Daniel, on the other hand, jumped straight into it. He started writing, rhyming at the end of each line, cussing a lot, which Victor didn't do, and just going. He didn't even use the whole 10 minutes, while Victor, pretty much, I had to kind of stop him before he even finished. Um, at the end of that, I compared both of their uh, writing processes after asking them questions just to see if what I noticed was the same to what they were thinking. And what I noticed was Daniel was following sort of a stereotype or a stigma of what rap should be. Um, he was saying that he would rhyme at the end of each line because that's how it's supposed to be done. Or when I asked him a question of why he did this or that, he would say, because that's how most do it, and isn't that how you do it? While Victor, when I was asking him questions, he was like, oh yeah, I like to rhyme like this, or format my sentence structure, or line, should I say, this way. And he was trying to be unique, while Daniel was trying to follow a way that he thought was the set writing process. And Victor was trying to create his own because he told me that that's how you become successful in rap. And from this not being a part of my experiment, Victor also at the end of everything told me that something that really helped out in my final results. He told me that writing raps is to each his own. You can rhyme, you can rap, structure your own lines, do anything you want your own way. You don't have to follow any other rappers prior to you rapping. You want to be your own self so you can have your own unique fan base and be different from others so you can gain a bigger fan base than most and along with the other fans of other rappers. So you can have a huge fan base and be successful on your own rather than following a stereotype or a known pathway of rap. So from all this research that I did and this experiment that I did, I came to the conclusion that maybe there is a set way of writing rap, and that is to not follow a sort of stigma or stereotype. Be your own self, write your own rap the way you want to. Don't follow anyone else. You've got to be unique. That's what I got from my own experiment. So to any other rappers or just people who want to create their own rap lyrics or just want to go more in depth into rap, if you want to be successful, you don't have to follow a certain way. There is no set way to success. There was those who made those pathways, but you don't want to follow those because you won't gain any success. You'll be just a follower of that rapper. You're going to need to be unique and write your own way, rhyme your own way, do things your own way so you can have success on your own route and set another path for another person to get inspired by you but go on their own journey just like the way you did. So you got to be unique and write your own lyrics the way you want to be successful in rap. And that is the process of creating rap lyrics.